Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Lifestyles with Eric. We're going to go live on TikTok tonight. We are going live now. Three, two, one. We are live. Hey, I'm Lifestyles with Eric. We are live on YouTube and also TikTok. I just wanted to say hello to everybody and touch down and touch bases with everyone. We're going to do a live tonight and we're going to talk about and discuss the comments that former President Barack Obama made on his show. I'm sorry, on his wife's podcast. I'm sorry, her and her brother's podcast. Um, some comments that a lot of people don't agree with. And I'm definitely a parent, a father, and one who definitely doesn't agree with the comments that he made. Uh, hey, Kenyatta, how are you? Thanks for coming in tonight. Make sure you like my video when you come in, wipe your feet, super violate that like button, please. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric on YouTube. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, um, join the family. When you hit that subscribe button, you're definitely family. You're not just a subscriber. Again, we're on TikTok tonight. We are live on TikTok and we're also live on YouTube. So come on in, share the video. Miss Vivian, thank you for coming in tonight. We are live. We're waiting on Mr. Rico to come in tonight. Mr. Rico will be coming in on YouTube with us. Again, we're live on YouTube and TikTok tonight. Just wanted to express my own personal opinion on the comments that former President Barack Obama made on his wife's podcast with her brother. I definitely did not agree. And again, this is content and something to talk about. Everybody's been discussing it and talking about it. So why not talk about it? Um, I don't want anybody to take anything or take my words out of context or take what I'm saying the wrong way. Uh, what's going on? What's going on, sneaky dude? What's happening, nephew? What's happening? What's happening? Thanks for coming in tonight. I'm Lifestyles with Eric. We are on TikTok and also on YouTube right now. We are live. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're definitely family once you hit that subscribe button and like the video if you're on YouTube. I appreciate you coming in tonight on TikTok and also YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Bev Roundtree, thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I want everybody to give me your own personal opinion. If you saw the comments that former President Barack Obama made on his wife's podcast, I want you to give me your opinion on him, on what he said. I do not agree on what he said. I'm waiting on Mr. Rico to come in and then we'll get to it. But I definitely don't agree. What's going on? What is happening? What is happening? Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in. We got Mr. Rico coming in live. Mr. Rico. Thank you, Choice Times. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. We got Mr. Rico coming on in. Raiders hat down. Raiders hat down. Salute, my brother. Salute. I was thinking about wearing a baseball cap tonight myself. I couldn't figure out which one. I, I,
Oh, yeah.
I started to throw me one on tonight too, man. That's crazy. I sure did. What's going on?
Oh man, dude.
What's going on, Jimmy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are live on TikTok and we're also live on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, TikTokers. It's Lifestyles with Eric. Make sure you subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. You're definitely a part of the family. I'd love to have your opinion on what we're talking about tonight. All opinions count. It's not about my opinion. It's about everybody else's opinion. It's all good. I have my own personal views and opinions. But do not let that stop you from being expressing yours, please. I do not agree with former President Barack Obama in what he said on his wife's podcast about young boys. He made sure he said boys having basically people from the rainbow community being a big deal in their lives. And I do not agree with that. Especially, he said it didn't matter if they had good fathers. Now, that right there is key. Why wouldn't it matter if you had a good father? Why wouldn't it matter if you had a good dad? Um, Let me see. What do I have wrote down here? Let me see. So, um, I just want to know what the benefit would be from having a prideful man from that community in their life if they're just not a part of their life as far as their family or whatever? Why would you just happen to need that type of person around your if you're a strong man and you have a strong wife or girl, whatever, your family dynamics is strong, then why would you need to have a person from the other community? Because here's my thing. I believe in people just being human beings. I don't disrespect anybody. Everybody can live in whatever community they want to live in. That's their business. It's none of my business. I live in my own community, and I'm not trying to force it on anybody, nor do I need anybody to accept whatever it is I'm doing. That's the difference. You don't have to accept anything I'm doing. I'm just going to do what I do because I think I'm from that age group where we don't worry about what people think about what we do. We just do it, and that's it. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. If you're a strong dad and you have a strong foundation, why would former President Barack Obama feel that young men or young boys need to have somebody from the rainbow community in their lives? Because my thing is, I'm compassionate, I'm empathetic, I'm sensitive. I'm not, I have emotions. I care about people. I don't walk around with a frown on my face and, I just hate people and I'm just so tough. And, but what I see is going on is the fact that people in the celebrity world are trying to take away men's masculinity. And that's the bottom line. They want young boys around people like that or men like that, because he made it specific, men. They would want if you would want that type of man around a young boy, you're trying to change that young boy's perspective on things. It's not about compassion. It's not about empathy. And it's definitely not about being sensitive, because I have all those factors and I'm not from that community. So what does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? What it is I'm sick and tired of people saying just because somebody's from the other community, they can dress better, or they have this, or it's stupid. First of all, they're human beings. I love everybody. So I don't judge people from whatever they consider themselves in whatever community. I love you for who you are, a human being. That's it. That's it. I don't judge you for whatever. So I don't need to know what community you belong to. I just love you for you. That's it. That's the difference with me. But I'm just that it's just getting, I'm tired of it. It's a smack in the face to strong men. Whatever you are is your business. But if I'm a strong father, which I have a 19-year-old son, tell me why my 19-year-old son needs to have himself surrounded by men from the other community if he has a dad that can teach him things and teach him how to love. So are they saying that straight men don't know how to love or know how to be empathetic or compassionate? That's discrimination. Wow. But I'll say this too, and I won't go too far with it. When people say things, take them for face value because they're just speaking their truth. And I'll leave it at that. So for him to say that, he's speaking his truth. Just like Dwayne Wade, Dwayne Wade is speaking his truth through his son, unfortunately. So, at least I think he is. I think he's afraid to really speak his truth, but he's speaking it through his son, So it is what it is. But Mr. Rico, what do you think about that, man? We're just diving right in on this one because I was really offended by that comment.
I mean, as you should be, as you should be, but this is coming from a man that, quote unquote, guy, man, whatever. Well, this is coming from somebody that surrounded by nothing but women.
Okay.
And he has daughters and a wife. So that's probably something that they didn't put on him. They didn't manipulate him that some kind of way, compromise his manhood. And that's the problem with that I say about a lot of black leader men, that they manhood is compromised. And it's always like, dude, you don't supposed to do that. And you know better than that. And then if you are raised by a single mom, is one point that you probably had to be the man of the house. So I mean, come on now. And I just got this thing that I always say that money money don't make you real, but money does bring out the fakeness in real people. Like you can give a real person some money and watch how he turn or what he really like to do, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's coming from somebody that, man, he ain't speaking for me though. And then
No.
or he ain't speaking for you either. But that's his opinion, and he can have that crap.
Right,
but
he can have his own opinion, definitely.
It, you know what I'm saying? Even if now I ain't got a problem with somebody being gay.
No.
But they can do that. Just don't force it. Don't force that. Just like church people. Don't force it on me. Don't force that. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes you cringe. You get just this cringe kind of thing that all I see now. Like, why do y'all have to just do it like that? Y'all don't have to be that way.
I look at it as his influence. I look at when you're influencing millions and millions of people, your word counts. And so now you got young men that will now hear that and say, "Oh, wow." Or mother, do you understand what I'm saying? So
you got he's the one that signed the bill. Remember, he's the one that put all that into play.
That's the reason why absolutely. And so he's always had their back, Rico.
He's still with that. He's with that.
So that's his, and that it is what it is.
His political view of things, because that's all it's about, socialism anyway. So
exactly. I agree.
Because he's not speaking like he's coming like he's trying to be hip, new generation still.
He needs to go back and relax. Like they said, he's still trying to be relevant. You're not relevant anymore.
He made himself really very clear during his presidency a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jerice. Hey, Glenda.
He could have did a little better for us.
He didn't do anything for us, Rico. Nothing. Not one thing.
We loved him, and we wanted to see that happen in our lifetime.
We got tricked. We got duped, Rico. We got duped, man.
You know what I'm saying? We was younger.
We got duped.
Because we was figuring, all right, here we got somebody, and boom, boom. Right. We was thinking that even the non-black folks was like, yeah, let's change it up.
That's the biggest con they ever did. I just heard that earlier. That's the biggest con they ever flipped on us, man.
Then they did that to make him be the fall guy, and boom.
He wasn't no fall guy. Man, I can't even get into all the stuff, man. Hey, that was the biggest con they. I'll just say this. That was the biggest con they pulled off because it fooled the world. So it is what it is. They can't do it again, but they can't do it twice. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it the second time. So, with her. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, man, everybody's talking about this right now. Like this is what everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop everything. Rest in heaven, R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner. He was 54 years old. He passed away on a vacation with his family. They said in a drowning incident. Another Hollywood star gone.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. But yeah.
Go ahead, Rico. I wanted to.
No. Go ahead. Yeah. Man.
I looked up him when I was a teenager, man. I really loved the comedy of the Cosby Show.
Yeah, he was our dude.
Yeah, I even tried to dress, that we emulated that, Yeah.
That was our dude. I can't even lie.
Yeah. So I
Remember he was
definitely like
on
to send him. Go ahead.
remember he was on Houdini's Funky Beat video?
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah, he was a little kid with the glasses and the bow tie
I
and the
didn't know
suit,
that,
right?
man. I didn't know
And
that.
you know, I'm a hip hop head, right?
Well, no.
And
What did you know Jermaine Dupri was the little boy in the Friends video? Did
yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah, I knew that.
he went on tour with him when he was a little kid?
Yeah, yeah, I
I,
knew that.
I didn't know. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I was like,
I
wow.
knew his little mouse face.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
when I seen that back in the day, and I thought he was just the coolest. That was the coolest shit to see him. He was like our age, a little older, but I was like, man, he's partying with the big dogs, with Donnie Simpson and Jam Master Jay, and man, Houdini. He's like in the dance floor, you know, dancing, and it's like, man, I thought that was just so cool to see Theo doing that. I was like, man, Theo was out there killing it, and ever since then, just made me like, he's the coolest kid in the world to me. That at that time, we had
Rest in heaven, Theo Huxtable, aka Theo Huxtable,
Malcolm
Malcolm
Jamal, man.
Jamal Warner.
That was our dude, man.
That was our dude. We grew up with him in the late
You know,
80s.
they had Fresh Prince, but we had Theo though.
We like Theo. I didn't really get into Fresh Prince. I was into
I
into
did,
Cosby.
but I still we that was our show. That was our time to go to bed. Cosby shows, different world. It came on back to it. Cosby show, different world, Blossom.
Yeah.
And 10 o'clock the news came on. Yeah. So that was our Lord. Yeah, that was our dude, man. That's really tragic. That's tragic.
Very tragic. Very tragic. Again, TikTokers, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you. We're talking about the comment that we were talking about the comment the former President Barack Obama made on his wife's podcast that I did not agree with. Still trying to figure out why he felt compelled to say that, but I just think there's an agenda that's been being pushed for years now, and it's not an agenda that was being pushed when me and Rico were in high school. It was later down the line. Would you say, Rico?
And may I add that I did forget that you did say that was his wife's podcast. So you got to think about the audience. He's trying to get her, and he's just saying things, man. That's that puppet. That's that puppet.
No. I still think that that's what he believes, though, because he said he had a gay professor that he really took to when he was in college, and that's who really opened him up. What did he open him up to? But anyway, that's none of my business. Anyway, so yeah, that's what he said. He got a lot from that gay professor that gave him a lot of different insights on things. But my thing is, if you're not gay and you're a professor, you can still have compassion and empathy for people. You can still be sensitive. You can still care for people. What does gay have to do with it?
Yeah, that shouldn't even bring it up.
I love everybody. We all love each other. It doesn't have to do with if you GAY or not. You still can love each other. You don't have to be that way to love. That's crazy.
My fifth grade teacher was that, and we didn't even know he was that.
Until back in those days, they didn't put it on their name tag.
We knew what it was after we got older. As we got older, and we was like, yeah, okay, now, okay, and come to find out, yeah, he was. But as children in fifth grade, we wasn't thinking like that. We like, he just a teacher. He was kind of mean too, but he just our fifth grade teacher.
He was just a teacher. That was it, just a teacher.
But come to find out, is yes, he act like George Jefferson, and he had this little thing about him, and he moved real fast, and he talked real fast, and he put his hand on his hip and say, "Sit down," like, you know. But we kids, we don't know. But now
pay attention to that, right.
They know because they keep putting it in their head, like
they're being programmed, Rico.
We didn't know he was that.
Right.
Until older in life, and we didn't know. But man, it's crazy, man. Like, he needs to just sit down. If he don't have to just sit down somewhere, but he needs to choose his words wisely.
I think that strong mothers and fathers, because I have seen mothers speaking about this, not just men. So let me be clear. I've seen black mothers speaking about this. Now, I haven't seen any white mothers speaking on this, but I've definitely seen black mothers speaking on this. And hey, Sandra, and so I can honestly say this isn't necessarily a father and a mother thing. This is just a parent thing. You don't need that if you have two strong individuals in your life. Or your family that's strong. Your family dynamics. In your family dynamics, I'll say this: there will be somebody that way, more than likely. But why is it that he's putting the emphasis on that? I mean, there's no reason to. Unless there is a reason, unless there's an agenda being passed, and there is an agenda being pushed. We know that. It is. Hell, they got into hip hop and infiltrated hip hop. You a hip hop head, I'm a hip hop head. Hell, they infiltrated hip hop, you know.
Well,
so
look how far it got. Nowhere.
What'd you say?
I said, look how far it got. They had their little 5 minutes of fame, but you know, hip hop is organic. Hip hop is organic, man. I don't care how you,
right. It's
I don't care what they try to do. You still gotta be an organically kind of artist. You know, the technology is fine. The technology is great. We need that.
Right.
But as far as, man, they gotta it's the whole organic thing. And when you try to put that little poison into shit that's organic, it's still gonna overcome that poison. But if you continue to keep putting that poison, it's gonna become a disease.
It's like pouring oil in a glass of water. Eventually, it's gonna take over that water.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna take it over. But when you got certain that be like, nah, we ain't. Y'all had y'all run, and we kind of knew, even with little dude, we kind of knew that. I was like, I was like, man, he's a plant. You know what I'm saying? All them antics they was doing at them award shows and all his little, they was just trying to. But you see, that came and went. Nobody really likes that crap, man. Like, nobody want to see, you got even gay people that don't want to see certain stuff. They be like, we don't want to see that. Why is that a job? You know, because they be like, that's nobody's business. I know some gay dudes. I know some gay women.
I do too.
They be like, why are they showing that?
Choice times. You're right. I agree with you. Choice times. Totally. Yeah, Rico. I mean, it's obvious, man. It's just obvious.
But then if you so-called got this free shit about everything now, don't be offended when somebody tell you the truth or tell you to get the hell on.
Right. Everybody's not going to agree with anything anybody does, and that includes you and I. Everybody's not going to agree with our lifestyle.
Agree with that. You do what you do. You ain't hurt nobody. Fine. That's how I feel.
I'm not pressing my lifestyle on anyone.
Bruh.
And everybody's not going to agree with it, so I don't press it on anyone. I don't worry about those kind of things. Like I said, in some instances, I think that this is a generational thing too, because again, Gen X people are our age group, and we just did what we wanted to do. We did not care what people thought. We don't worry about acceptance. We just did it. People were that way when we were young, but they didn't care. They didn't care what you thought. They was just who they were and didn't give a rat's ass if you liked it or didn't.
Yeah.
And can we just say amen with that and be done with it? Because that was it. You was what you was, and that was it, and didn't nobody care. We didn't tease you. You was who you were, and that was it. That's it.
Live and let live.
Right. Live and let live.
You see how Prince was.
But Prince
was right, but
androgynous, but he wasn't.
We thought Prince was like that.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I don't think. No.
You know what I'm saying? We thought he was like that, but he was really, that was his thing. He was taking your girlfriend.
He was just a little androgynous, is what they call it.
Yeah, he was
And
just,
back in those days, that was in style,
but he didn't press it to where he's like, he was pressing his sex appeal.
Right.
But
He
as
was
far as
definitely
like,
selling sex. He
he's
was
like,
selling
oh
sex.
no. He was like, I'll
Right.
show you if I'm gay. I'm gonna take your girlfriend and or I'm gonna take the baddest chick in this club. And that's what he did. So and that's how we did. We used to wear the blonde in our hair right there in the front.
I had mine on the side, Rico.
But you got you come some other way. We already know we have to scrap. If you come with you put that gay stuff in your hair, like it ain't gay. It's just the
That was the
fashion.
style back then. That was the style, though. We had our styles. That was the style. Because we got it
And
off of Kwame. Remember, that was Kwame.
yeah, just Kwame. But some people think you have to do is think you a dancer, and they don't want to try you because they see the blonde in your hair and they think you a dancer. But you really about that because you just got the blonde in your hair.
Right.
So but I think it's just, man, they just try to push this narrative, and
Definitely, Rico. The narrative's been pushed. It's already and it probably won't go anywhere. But I'm gonna stand strong on my beliefs, and I know you'll stand strong on yours. And I think really that's all we can do as men is stand on our beliefs. I love everyone. I don't hate anyone, and nor do I have a phobia about anything. And that's pretty much it, and everybody can live, and we're going to live and let live, but don't force anything on me. Just live. I'm living, you living. I ain't forcing, you don't force. That's it. That's it. You do you, I do me. That's it. That's it. Yes.
All the people don't know how to do it.
It's not.
It ain't what you do. It ain't what you do. It's how you do it, man.
That's right. That's always been the saying. It's how you do it. And it just kind of is what it is, people. Again, they'll be talking about this for probably a day or two, maybe more, maybe longer, maybe the Malcolm Jamal Warner will take over that story.
That's gonna take it. That's gonna really take
it. That's a tragic story. I hate to hear about another celebrity passing on. Again, condolences to his family and his, whoever he survives, mom, dad, whoever's surviving in his family. We definitely like to send our condolences out to his family. I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. Absolutely, Sandra. I agree. No phobia for sure. Let everyone just do them. They not bothering anyone. Okay. As long as ain't nobody bothering nobody, that's it. That's it.
That's what I said. It don't bother me.
Sandra, it is very sad. Again, Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away in they said he drowned on vacation in the ocean. Conspiracies come true, people. People think sometimes people are conspiracy theorists, but all the conspiracies seem to be coming true. And I know I just been looking at this Hollywood stuff for a long time, and I know people die on accident, or I'm sorry, people die on accident. People pass away on accident. But sometimes when it comes to Hollywood stuff, it just ain't no accident. I'm sorry. I know it's hard to say if you just don't believe that kind of stuff, but I don't know. And yes, and you know what though, Sandra, you're right. Undercurrents are real. We don't know exactly what happened. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I'm just saying, when it comes to Hollywood celebrities passing away, it just seems it's always weird. It's always weird. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He's gone now. We can't get him back. So it's sad to hear. I definitely admired him when he was a young man, and we were all young together, kind of grew up together, and it gave us a sense of respect and style, and seeing a respectable Black family on TV that we don't see anymore. At least gave us something to look forward to and to look at and say, man, we could have that. We could have a good family like that. So it gave us sort of a fantasy family if we didn't have that at home. Yeah, everybody, I just appreciate everybody participating tonight and being a part of Lifestyles with Eric. Again, TikTok, thank you for going live with me, whoever showed up tonight. But again, if you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, go right over to YouTube, look up Lifestyles with Eric, subscribe. You're part of the family. I swear you are. You're part of the family. Thanks for coming in. Linda Reed, thank you. Yes, such a tragic loss. It is such a tragic loss. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you, Choice Times. I appreciate you. They said great perspectives, Eric and Rico. Thanks.
Welcome. Gratitude.
Yep, gratitude. Okay, everybody. We'll see you all Wednesday. It's been real. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Right on, Mr. Rico.
Bye.
Sandra, yes, I'm glad you finally caught up with us too. Thank you. You got to come back. Thanks for coming on. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Mr. Rico, take it easy, my brother. Have a good evening. We'll see you.
You too.
Peace.
Peace.